What is up guys, the Collector 19 here, and today we have the Ichiban Kuji My Villain Academia pricey Himiko Toga Master Lice figure. So, here we go. So we have here probably one of my most favorite figure from this year and from the Ichiban Kuji releases of 2022. Not only because it's a My Hero Academia figure, but it is Toga Himiko from the League of Villains or the Paranormal Liberation Army. And of course, on top of that, she's a Master Lice figure and quite hard to get since it's only exclusive to the Ichiban Kuji online website in Japan. So before we get into the box art, I just want to shout out MilkyWayJPN because it's basically from them where I got this Himiko Toga figure from. Aside from the figure, they also sent out this Toga towel, price F of this Ichiban Kuji My Villain Academia release. You can see the Ichiban Kuji logo there, plus the Ichiban Kuji My Villain Academia logo. So it's a cool towel, Himiko Toga, price F, and it's cute, plus the Bandai logo there. So apart from the towel, they also included a note here which says, "Dear Emmanuel, thank you for your support and patience regarding your order. I sincerely appreciate it. Please enjoy this Toga towel for your shrine." So thank you so much for this note, and you know that you're doing business with good shops or good stores when they care about you and they care about your items. So how thoughtful of them to include this note plus that Toga towel. So thank you so much, MilkyWayJPN. And if you want to check out their website, their social media accounts, I'll link them in the description below. There's a link to their website, to their Instagram, and to their Facebook accounts or Facebook page. So make sure to pay them a visit, send them some love, and once again, thank you so much, MilkyWayJPN. So with that out of the way, let us take a closer look at this Himiko Toga box art. So we have here the front of the box. We can see the Ichiban Kuji logo there, the My Villain Academia logo, Master Lice logo here, the Ichiban Kuji My Villain Academia logo, Seisho, Toga Himiko, Master Lice, Bandai logo there, the figure's entirety, a cool shot of the figure, plus a backdrop of some grayscale plus yellowish textured or overlaid Himiko Toga shot, plus the new Bandai Namco logo on the top right. So that's quite new. On the other side, we can see the figures from this wave. So we have mainly Himiko Toga, Tomura Shigaraki, Dabi, and Twice, plus the My Villain Academia logo on the bottom left. On the back, we can see a lot of licensing stuff, age restrictions perhaps, the website for bpnavi.jp/Kuji plus its QR code. So if you want to check that out, make sure to scan it there. The same shot from the front of the box there. On the other side, plus the Toho licensing there. On the other side, a shot from the front of Toga's body, donning the sweater/jacket that she's wearing in the MVA or My Villain Academia arc last season or from season 5, plus that Himiko Toga name. On top, we can see My Villain Academia, Seisho, Toga Himiko, Master Lice, and there's a UPC here. So that is it for the box art. Now let's pop Toga Himiko out of her box, take a closer look how awesome this figure is, and going forward, comparing her side by side with her very first Ichiban Kuji figure plus another figure from my Toga shrine. So let's get to it. So this Master Lice Toga is enclosed in two separate plastic clamshells. So I like this one because the box came in damaged, so at least the plastic clamshells prevented damage on the figure. So yeah, it's another layer of protection, if you will. So there. So let's take this out of the plastic clamshells and take a closer look how glorious this figure is. So here we have Toga Himiko out of her box and looking cute as hell in this Master Lice figure format. So again, like I've mentioned earlier, she's donning her jacket in the MVA arc, the peach colored jacket. I think that's peach. Plus, of course, it features her equipment. So I always like Toga figures with her equipment on. This figure is kind of tall and kind of hefty. That's something you have to expect for Master Lice figures. because Master Lice figures are really large in scale and really tall in height. So it's really a bang for your buck purchasing Master Lice figures, since they are, like I said, big in scale and they have awesome details. And I just noticed that there's a hood there. So paint application wise, the paint application looks sick. So far, no paint flaws. I think this is not a paint flaw. I think that's dried glue there, but it's not an issue. It's normal, and it's in the part that you won't even see when displaying her on the shelf or on your shrines. So my favorite part of this figure has gotta be the head sculpt. It does look like Toga from the show. I like those lines on her cheeks there. The paint application on the pupils or on her eyes in general, really intricate, really crisp, no paint flaws. And yeah, I'm really glad that they added a knife for her to hold on to, or for just an accessory for her, because it doesn't look like Toga at all if there's no knife. So you know her, she likes cutting people. And great attention to detail, because there's one knife missing here. That is because she's holding it. So yeah, good job Bandai, or Bandai Namco. So the highlights for the figure, really cool. I like the highlights on the sweater here. It gives more depth to the figure. Looking at the interior of the neck part there, I don't know if you can see it, but it does show, or you can peek through the jacket part here. You can see the collar for her schoolgirl uniform. I can see it right here. So great attention to detail as well. On the feet part there, her shoes, her stockings, really nicely painted. There's a little highlights here and there. You can see somehow a white airbrushing. Kind of reflects on the light, so you won't be able to see it properly. And on the soles there, really nicely finished, matte finish there. On the skirt part, you gotta love the wrinkles or the flying effect. It doesn't look like it's dead or it's dull. And you can see a bulk here because, I don't know, just to give it more character, that the knife butts are sticking out or poking through her skirt. That's why there's a small bulk here. So yeah, awesome detail. Yeah guys, it's really awesome. I really love this Master Lice Himiko Toga, and I'm looking forward to get the last price of this line. It's kinda hella expensive in Japan right now, but who knows, maybe I can score it for a very decent price. So that's the figure guys, that's Himiko Toga. I love this figure. Like I said, probably my favorite figure of the year, and definitely in my top 5 Himiko Toga figures. So that is Prize C of the Ichiban Kuji My Villain Academia release, Master Lice Toga Himiko. So this Ichiban Kuji Master Lice Toga Himiko is standing at 21 centimeters. So now I'll be bringing in her very first Ichiban Kuji figure, Prize H of the Hero vs Villains line, to give you guys a side-by-side comparison of the two, so you can tell or you can see how much or how big this is compared to that figure. So without further ado, let us bring her in. So here we have Prize H of the Hero vs Villains line side by side with Prize C of the Ichiban Kuji My Villain Academia line. And obviously they don't have the same size and scale because this figure belongs to the shorter side or to the smaller side of most Ichiban Kuji figures. Well, this one obviously is a Master Lice figure, which only means that it would be big in size, big in scale, and its height or its length will not be the same as the usual releases for the My Hero Academia line. Really stoked to have these figures in the shrine because they kind of really expensive in Japan right now, most especially this one. I think it's still going for 12,000 yen in Japan, or in Mercari, you can look it up, or mostly in Japanese sites. You can see that that figure is still really kind of expensive at the moment, Well, this one is lately she's been going down quite a bit in value, but it's still in the more expensive side, for me at least. You can check them out on Mercari and some Yahoo auctions, or I think in Amazon Japan. I don't know if that you can find it there. Rakuten there. But yeah, you can do your research and you can look it up, the prices of these figures. So that's the side-by-side comparison of the Hero vs Villains Himiko Toga to the My Villain Academia Toga. And lastly, we have my very first Toga Himiko figure side by side with my very recent Toga Himiko figure. This one is a Banpresto figure Coliseum from the Academy line, a gift from my parents, and up to this day, I really like it. I really like its presence in the shelf. Size-wise, this one is almost, or no, not almost, but it has a decent scale and size, because most of the BFC line or BFC figures are really big in scale as well. I think they have the most or the biggest scale when it comes to prize figures. Apart from Ichiban Kuji and Master Lice figures, they have the more superior scale and size, along with in my opinion, texture. They have really nice scales and sizes. It has got to be one of my favorite variations of their sizes. So yeah, that's the comparison, guys, between the size and scale of the BFC Toga to the Master Lice Himiko Toga, nearly matching her height with the string here. But again, since this one is a Master Lice figure, it should automatically, or it's a no-brainer, gonna be tall and gonna be big in size. And it's one hell of a figure. I love it. So that's it, guys. That's a comparison of the BFC Toga to the Master Lice Himiko Toga. So that is it, guys, for the review of this Ichiban Kuji My Villain Academia Pricey Toga Himiko Master Lice figure. And again, I got this off MilkyWayJPN, so if you want to check out their website, their Instagram, and their Facebook, I have left their links in the description below. So again, massive shout out to MilkyWayJPN. They're awesome, they have an awesome team, and they're very easy to talk to. So if you want to copy your My Villain Academia figure, or specifically this Toga figure, make sure to check out MilkyWayJPN. So that is it, guys, for another figure review in the channel. Always, if you have enjoyed the review, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. I post videos on Wednesdays and on Saturdays, or better yet, hit that notification bell so always get notified every time I make an upload. Also, you can check me out in my social media accounts. All of the links are linked in the description below. So once again, guys, this has been the Coollector, and this has been Toga Himiko. Thanks for watching Let's Collect, and I'll see you in the next video.